y'all, thanks for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. This is the second and final part in this episode on building a storage/shipping crate for trade shows. At the end of part one, just before the appearance of my special guests, I had just finished putting on the latches on that side access door. As we start part two, I made it up to the garage, and now I am about to cut some 1/2-inch birch plywood to start lining out that frame. So let's get up there and finish. All right, so I've made it out to my lovely tropical garage to continue working on this crate. It's about 86 degrees out, going up to 90 something. I hear a tornado watch is coming. Beautiful weather. So, first thing I'm going to do is I have some 1/2-inch birch here on my table. I'm going to start cutting out pieces for, again, the rest of the frame. I did in the basement, the right side that had the access door. I'm now going to cut a strip for the top and continue working my way around. I have here my parallel guide set up. Make sure it's set right. To cut off enough of this 1/2-inch birch to meet the width I need for the top piece. It's about 28 inches or so. So I'll cut that and then cross cut it to length. Okay, what you're looking at here is the inside face of this top of the crate. Obviously this piece here. And this material here I have added for the purpose of securing the latches to secure the door. I've added a similar piece here to the right side that you'll see. But again, what you're looking at here is just the inside face of this top. Speaking of Christmas ornaments, this is truly a sweatshop now. Okay, making progress. And losing a lot of water weight. Now I got to cut the bottom. Man, I'm getting moist. The bottom will be the same size as the top. About had it with this heat for today. All right, so I'm dressed a little more appropriately today, and it's not quite as hot. So what I'm gonna do now is cut some domino slots around the bottom here. This is a piece of 3/4 inch Baltic birch that'll make up the bottom of the crate. So I'm cut those slots so that as I assemble the top frame, it's just gonna sit on top of it. You'll notice that when I was cutting the domino slots, I was kind of hopping around from my different marks and making an adjustment on the tool. I thought might want to explain what I was doing. I was going to just wait till editing and do a voiceover, but it might be easier if I just kind of explain it now. Just FYI, a little tip. On the domino joiner, I'm hoping this is in focus because I don't have my monitor. There's like different settings here. What those settings do, if you don't already know, is they determine how wide the slot is that the tool cuts. Now the bit is oscillating like this as you engage it. And that first slot is just the width of the domino. The second is a little bit wider. And the third setting is wider still. When I'm doing a row of slots like this, I do make marks on both pieces to line up the cut, but unless they are exact, fitting can be a problem. And that's why you have those various adjustments to make it easier to fit the pieces together. And what I could do is I could cut all of these slots the exact width of the domino and cut all the other slots on the mating piece, there'll be a side that sits on it, a little wider to give myself the room I need to adjust. But what I do so that one piece isn't able just to slide freely may not make a big difference. I alternate basically. So when I'm marking off the cuts, I'll put a line to tell me this one I cut wider. There's no line here, so I cut this the exact same width. This one I cut a little wider. And on the mating piece, I have the opposite. I'll cut this slot a little wider, this side exactly, and this side wider. And I kind of alternate as I go around the piece, because that still gives me a little bit of wiggle room. I don't think I need that much to make the pieces fit. And I feel like I get a tighter fit. So that's what I was doing with the tool, just FYI. Okay, so now you start putting this thing together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first charge up all the slots, the domino slots with glue. And then for the slots that I cut the exact width of the dominoes, I'll put the actual dominoes in there. There's a couple on this side and a few over here. And then I'll put a little more glue along the bead for the face. And then very simply just put together. So here we go. All right. All right. I think it's time for lunch. Turn this thing over, and we're getting close. here is the crate. Feel like a magician. Like someone's going to appear, but it's empty, I think. Side door access as requested. And one in the front. And that's it. Alrighty, that does it for this project. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. That's very much appreciated. Also, if you have any questions about anything that you saw in this episode, put those in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer as quickly as possible. And if you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel so you can get notifications of future content. And yeah, until next time, bye for now.